Welcome to the show, everyone. I've been wanting to show you this for a very long time. I took a lab ejector and made it into a spring loading monster for my best small format IC cores. Let's get into the show. You're going to have to stay till the end to see how I did this. It looks easy. I almost forgot. I'm going to show you exactly how to build one for yourself. Welcome to the show, everyone. This is Mike. We're going to be talking about the Lab IC Pro 150. They have a beautiful jig here. It sets underneath the arbor press, and I'm going to make this even better. I want to do the same thing with maybe about 15 bucks worth of extras you're going to add to it. It's a multi-pin ejector. Yeah, hit that like button and tell your friends. Let's get into the show. It's a great machine, but we're going to make it even better. Can you imagine that, making it better? I can't. This is the little baby we're going to modify and use. I want to use it with the jig that comes from Lab. And I'm going to show you just how it's going to work on this tool. I have to modify it a little bit, which is kind of tedious. You don't want to be too hasty when you're grinding or cutting on the ejector tool. Let's get into the show. Guys, how can I make this thing better? I hear sirens. I guess they're right on cue. How do you make the Lab IC Pro better? Well, you add to it. You buy more things. We love to buy stuff, don't we? We love to buy tools and parts and pieces. If you're a locksmith, you're always looking for a way to make your tool worth more to you than what you originally had planned. And that's what's going to happen with the Lab IC Pro 150 and a small tool that Lab makes. We're going to be able to load springs easily into their fixture because it's so hard. I've tried to think of ways to do it, but all you need is this ejector tool and a little modification. So let's get into the show. Hey, if you will, please hit that super thanks button. I really would appreciate it. It'll help my channel out. I'll be able to make more nice videos like this. I think you want more videos, especially when I'm going to save you a ton of headache and hassle with trying to load your springs into your Lab fixture. It just seems to be impossible. So please hit that super thanks, please. And I'll have more videos like this coming your way, yeah. So we have the IC Pro loaded with its jig. Here's one of the springs. And here's the ejector. The spring slides right on that ejector. And we want to load this jig because it's very difficult to take a spring and put it in that little teeny hole. Slide your springs right down onto the top of your cylinder and pull this away, and the springs would be in place. So let's get a little closer look. I think it'll be more apparent when we get closer. In your pinning kit that you get from Lab or the Best Company, you're going to have two sizes of springs. One's a long and one's a short. The long has a bigger opening on both ends, allowing this ejector rod to slide in freely. Let's get back to the show. Now you're going to be able to see the problem real quick. I got a spring in here right now, kind of stuck. Let's get this bad boy out of here. All right, spring's out. I don't know where that went. Now if I want to put a spring in here, and I'm going to have my cylinder like this, uncapped. I've got it in there, clicks in place with the ball bearing, which is really cool. Now I have my large springs. They're called long. And I want to put them in here. As I'm counting, you kind of forget because they go clean down into the top of the cylinder. So when you drop them in, you can't see them here anymore. So there's no more surface where you see the spring where you put it in. So you're at a loss to know where you put it in. And it's so hard to get my big meat hooks in here to try to get them in. I was thinking they should have numbered this, and I took some sandpaper and made it lighter. But really, you need a loader. And that's what we're trying to do with this. But you're going to see how this is going to be a problem right now. So I have my cylinder underneath there. And for the sake of not wanting to get them all jammed in the cylinder and I can't get it out again, I'm going to just show you. It's too long. They're sliding off. I hope I'm not getting my... Well, see, they're just sliding off. It's too long. I have to shorten this thing. I don't want to get it too short, but I got to cut some of the length off. It's got to fit underneath, from underneath here to here. Go straight up and down, but not be too short. And I don't want to pull these pins out of my ejector all mounted. They're probably brazed in, but I don't know. Maybe they're just pressed in. Be super careful. Gotta be better than the way I'm doing it here. I was trying all kinds of stuff, at loading them ahead and then putting a shim on top. Basically had to repin the whole cylinder over. Pretty big nightmare. So here's the way to do it. I just got to cut it to length. I got to get it to the right length so that it can tip up. I think I got to cut off about a quarter. But we're going to find out. Work my way down. Especially when I'm going to save you a ton of headache. Save you a ton of headache. Sharpie, like a piece of bluing stick. Just paint the sides of these 1/4 inch up, enough so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to scratch a line across them. Let's go ahead and take the springs off of this. Whoa, I have to move these springs. Springs are dangerous. Put them over here. I don't want to lose these things because, you know, shipping will kill you just trying to buy them. I wish that wasn't the case. I wish shipping wasn't so astronomical that we can't afford to do it anymore. We got to stay in business and yet make a profit and give the people a break on their prices. See the hassle though involved in doing something like this. So there, I got that one blued. I'm going to go ahead and glue up this. They sell a product. It has a paintbrush and a big tub, and it's like ink. They call it bluing. Here we go. I need to go a 1/4 inch down or so. So I think what I'm going to do, I hope I'm not doing wrong here, but I think that's basically where I need to go. Let's see if I got enough color on there. You know, I don't think I do. Get enough on here. You know, they ought to make bluing like this. I'm sure they don't need to reinvent the bluing container again, but maybe they should. All right, here we go. Boy, oh boy, this is hard to reach in here. See, imagine trying to get a spring on here. I'm going to take a file and I'm just going to score it's a diamond shaped file. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, look at how high up that is, guys. Wow. Their little barbs are on an angle. We got it dead up against there. Don't leave. Hey, hit that like button. Good mark. But look at this one is longer than this one. So that tells me these cap cutters and setters are on an angle. Makes sense. You wouldn't want to push all the caps in at once when you plunge this down. You'd want to have one start and then another. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them off at that point right there. Let's go ahead and mark this one. Why, we got it already. I'm not going to cut it right off the bat because I don't trust that this is going to work. They're only about 15 bucks, but you got shipping on that. You got another $8, $9, $10, $15 for shipping. What a hassle. It makes me so sick that we're paying this kind of money to get stuff to us. They could throw this in an envelope, but oh no, it comes in a huge box. Suppliers, get with the program. You're killing us on this shipping. All right, I got that marked. You really want to make sure you have your safety glasses on. Here we go. Oh boy. That is harder than it looks, guys. They said it's stainless. Well, they're not kidding. I'm going to have to find another way to cut this. Hold on. All right, let's try something a little heavier. I don't know. That's pretty broken. Oh yeah. Still super strong. Man, oh man. Of course, the tip on that's missing. Thanks a lot, Dad. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's working pretty good. Good thing I don't have safety glasses on. Boy, I don't want to do the slightest bending on this. I just need to clip it. Oh boy, that is super strong. They're flying all around the shop. Okay, I'm going to go grind them. Hey, hit that like button. Please hit the like button. All right, I hit them with a grinder. You can see they're kind of shiny now. Ooh, I better fix this a little better than that. That one is down. All right, that's a little better. Now I'm going to file this off. We don't want the springs to hang up. It's raining out here in North Carolina. If you stay till the end, you get to see me putting the springs in place and putting the caps on in this beautiful Lab IC Pro 150. You're going to love it, so stay till the end. Okay, I think I got it. That looks pretty good. I didn't knock any of the pins out, and I was trying to be very careful because they could get loose. They're all in there nice. Let's load on the springs. A lot easier to load them on here than try to put them in that chamber. I've lost half my springs. Well, that's going on nice, guys. I need your comments in the description down there, if you will. Tell me what you think. All right, all the springs are on. Now I'm going to try it. Oh yeah. So I got it in there. I'm going to slowly tilt it up, and look at them little springs fall right down through. Oh, this is the way to fly, guys. Way better. One shot, one easy shot. I got them all in. Oh, that is the way to go. I love it. All right, I got to make the other one. You see the difference in length here. This is the original length, and this is the shorter one. Wow, that's almost a ½ inch. In fact, let's find out how much I cut off of that. So there's the difference right there. Probably you get about a ½ inch off of it. Yeah, ½ inch will do it. So you cut a ½ inch off. I'm going to load a cylinder up just to show you how it works. So stay tuned. I'm going to go cut this bad boy. Even a nasty, old side cutters will work. Now I'm going to go grind this. Make it flat. Don't forget to hit the like button. So just order this stuff. There's a part number 6 and 7. Go right on like this. Really simple. You have to use the long springs, guys. If you use the short ones, they're wound too tight on the end. Here's the long springs, and there's the short ones. The end of the spring is really wound tight on the end, and it won't go on. You try to get it on. Let's see, can I get it on? I can get it on. Well, maybe not all of it. No, I can't. It depends on how it's bent. Let the longer springs go right on. There they go. All loaded on that one. Here's the fixture, and you can't get your fingers in here to put a spring in. Even if I want to, it's very cumbersome to get in there, to get a spring. When they go in, they're going to be way deep in there. I won't be able to tell I put one in. And I'll lose count because I've already done it. And then how do you know, see what you're doing to press, so you're thinking, uh-oh, did I put a spring in one of these chambers or not? Well, now, if you use this tool, you'll know. Let's go ahead and see how the 6-chamber spring loader works. Just hold it over the top, and look at all those springs just go right in. Of course, you don't want them falling out the hole here, but you can get the idea. There we go. I'm liking this tool. This is a lot easier. You'll be glad you stayed till the end. Now you get to see the springs loaded and the caps put on. This is the ending. So I went ahead and put all the springs on the ejectors that are now modified, which makes for a nice holder. I'm liking this. Jack stand cap. All right, now I'm going to put in a cylinder. I decided not to pin it up. It doesn't need to be. But I'm going to go ahead, and this is a 6-pin. And load it right in the front. That clips in. There's a ball bearing inside the jig. First, I got to put in the springs. 6-pin. Let's go ahead and give it a shot, see how it works. I go over here. I tip it up. Oh yeah, this is pretty easy. All right, now I'm going to flip it up. Get all the springs off of it. I could even use this to do that. Okay, all the springs are in. I know they're all loaded properly. That is really cool, guys. I'll show you how this works. You can use 4 sides of this. I stick this right here, like that. Goes on a clip. I feel them springs. Ooh. It wouldn't allow me to go all the way in if the springs were sticking up. There we go. Got the springs in. That is such a nice tool. You get 2 of them. There's the part number. Run out and get it. If you own one of these lab tools, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I did. I needed to make that tool. I needed to have these in my shop ready to be used. And now I can pin this up and know where the springs are at in one shot. Thanks for tuning in, guys. There's the long and there's the short. And it doesn't say a part number difference. So there's the longs and the short. They're both the same part number. You just have to say long or short. Highly recommend you get more longs. And there's the clippings. And there's those long springs. Please hit the like button, guys. I'll have more videos like this coming your way in the future. Thanks. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I enjoyed making it. I love this lab fixture. I love their arbor. Their arbor's beautiful, but it just needed a little modification so we can add springs. Please tell your friends, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and pass this around to your friends if you will, and I'll have more door and lock tips like this coming your way in the future. Thanks again. Thanks again. I'll have more videos coming your way like this in the future. Thank you guys. Oh, you know what? Here's a sneak peek. I'm going to show you a great stand to hold your cylinders in. Stay tuned. It's in future videos coming up. Thanks again. Worth more than what they originally started with. Worth more to you than what you originally had planned. Worth more to you than what you originally had planned. Worth more to you than what you originally had planned. And that's what's going to happen with the Lab IC Pro 150 and a small tool that Lab makes. We're going to be able to load springs easily into their fixture because you can't. It's so hard. Let's get into the show.